October 1st. Wow. Cannot believe it is October already. Well, we had a lot of news yesterday and a lot of sad news. Dikembe Mutombo has passed away at age 58 from brain cancer, which he'd been battling since 22. This show is going to be mostly about Dikembe because I didn't want to share a show with him and Pete Rose, who also passed away yesterday at 83 years old. The hit king, 4,256 hits, all-time leader. But we're going to do an episode about him tomorrow. Today is going to be Dikembe because as a basketball fan, especially in the 90s, that was the guy. The finger wag, the no. Like that was it. It was so iconic, in fact, that they did a whole commercial about it. So I'm going to roll the commercial while we talk. I mean, just too good. That was just a brilliant ad. This was Geico, I think. This must have been Geico. Just the dude, playground, basketball camp. We didn't really get to do it in games because we'd get benched, but everybody would be doing the no, the finger wag. Yeah, the Geico. That was it. He was a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, went to Georgetown, wanted to be a doctor, is from the DRC, from the Congo. Definitely inspired a lot of African-born and from African descent basketball players into the league. Giannis comes to mind. I'm sure I could name many more, like Manute Bol, but Manute Bol was a little before his time, I'm pretty sure. Around the same time. The impact is, it's there. It's definitely tough to lose somebody at 58, like young, dealing with something as terrible as brain cancer. Just, there's no fun way to say that. But to talk about the guy's career, I always think of the 94, I think it was the first round series against Seattle, where the 8 seed Nuggets, who drafted Mutombo in 91, the team he was on, they upset Seattle, upset the Sonics, which an 8-1 seed at the time, that was one of the biggest upsets in sports, biggest upset in basketball. And there's just a photo of him on the ground holding the ball over his head. I'm sure we can find that here. 1984 playoffs. I bet it'll come right up. 8 seed. Yeah, there it is. It's that image right there. I don't want to log into Facebook. Sometimes, internet, sometimes you do what I want, sometimes you let me down. It's this photo right here. That's the photo. May 7th, 94. Mutombo slams Seattle. That team was good. Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf, Gary Payton. By all accounts, they should have beat them. George Karl, head coach. But the upset was on. We'll skip to the end because this is the best image right here. This is it. He's so happy. Just sheer joy from getting that win. That's how I remember Dikembe Mutombo. He also built, I believe, a hospital in his mother's name. I think it was in the Congo as well. Not 100% on that location, but yeah, where was that hospital? Hospital Kinshasa? Yeah, named after his mother. And they hadn't had a facility like that in the area, I don't know, ever. So, $29 million, December 2007. Guy was a humanitarian, dedicated like all his off-court life to doing that, and was just a dominant big man. Recognized at Georgetown that blocking shots and getting rebounds was going to be his trademark, and he did that. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. That's impressive. And I believe he played like 18 seasons. So it's a lot of seasons in the NBA, especially for a big man. Last season was with the Rockets. He got picked up, I think, for the end of the 08-09 season. And that was his like victory lap. He didn't win a finals, but was a basketball Hall of Famer. I think he was inducted in 2015. If you have a Geico commercial after your finger wag, after your trademark, like, denial, trash talk, then that's how you know you were iconic in the league, a legend. And it's important to take time when important people like this pass to talk about them. I mean, President Obama said things about him, Pau Gasol, Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, countless other people on social. His son, Ryan Mutombo, made a really great post about his dad being, superhuman in his eyes, but then recognizing that he was just a regular dude. I don't log in right now. All right, there we go. My dad will forever be my hero, not because of his success, not because of the millions who, over the last 4 decades, have come to know and love him. My dad is my hero because he simply cared. He remains the purest heart I've ever known. At times, I thought of my dad as a superhuman. The child in me would sigh to hear that this was never actually the case. So, a legend. Just when people talk about you like that after you pass, when you can't defend yourself, that's how you know the kind of person you were and the kind of impact you left. And then I remember he did, I think, have a run with the Sixers. And Iverson, it was like him, Iverson, young Iguodala, Eric Snow against the Lakers. So he reached the finals, but that Lakers team was too good. Just Dikembe, a legend. I don't really know what else to say. Great ball player. I think he's second overall in blocks. What are his stats? Overall, played so many seasons. 91-92 to 08-09. Blocks. Dikembe Mutombo. Blocks. And then I remember that clip from the All-Star Game 97 and Last Dance. When he was talking to Jordan about, I think, Jordan dunking on him or him dunking on Jordan. And then finally Jordan did it to him. But to trash talk with MJ, he got to be a legend. So he had 3,289 career blocks. He trails only Hakeem Olajuwon, the Nigerian-born player. Rockets legend. Everybody knows Hakeem. And he led the NBA in blocks. Mutombo did. Led the NBA from 94 to 96. He was one of the last true big men to dominate like that, like defensive big men. We don't have those style players that much anymore that didn't score a lot, that didn't need to score a lot to have a huge impact in the game. So some nice tributes going around. Check, YouTube and I'm sure your social feeds, but the NBA did a nice tribute, and I'm sure they had it teed up for a while because this is what happens in media. When somebody announces they have, a terminal illness or brain cancer, you start to build an in memoriam video. That's what you do. It's not pretty. It's not sexy. That's just how it works, because you want to be able to share those moments with the world when they go. And that's the news cycle. And that's just the way it is. And so I feel like I'm thankful that people work on this stuff. It's not the most fun thing to build a highlight package because somebody has passed, but then again, you get to show the bright sides of their life. And we know him mostly through basketball, but I'm hoping to see more of the humanitarian and just the lighter side, the off the court stuff from him. And I'm sure a lot of those videos will be popping up. So do yourself a favor today. Do a little Dikembe Mutombo search on YouTube. Watch some videos. Watch the finger wag. Go watch that Geico commercial. It's so funny. He's blocking kid from throwing cereal in his cart and all kinds of stuff. And then tomorrow we will talk about Pete Rose, the hit king, Charlie Hustle, who played 21 seasons in the majors and just passed on the same day at 83 years old. I think now that he's passed, got to let him in the Hall of Fame. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, though. This was about Dikembe. Rest in power. I'm going to watch some more highlights of him because blocks compilations are always fun to watch. That's it for me. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.